Have you ever dreamt that your teeth are falling out? What? That has got to be the most outrageous dream that I've ever had in my life. And maybe you've had this too. I would have this reoccurring dream that it's late at night. I'm in this small bathroom, maybe with like an older type of building with almost like a hospital-like setting with the teal green tiles and then just a medicine cabinet mirror type mirror to look in, and then a small maybe pedestal type sink, and being in a half daze of being half awake, half asleep, but looking in the mirror and feeling as though my teeth were loose. And then I would lean in and look in the mirror and turn my head, the reflection, and start wiggling, and slowly these teeth start falling out. You could hear them clinking into the sink. It was the most bizarre thing. And I'd never heard of anyone having such a dream, but it was a reoccurring dream. I had it while I was at Purdue, and the whole goal was to Purdue Dental School. So I thought, well, okay, that kind of is relevant. That explains everything away. It wasn't until years later, and I wish I could remember the exact moment or who it was or the context of it, but somebody else, I don't know if I overheard them say that they had dreamt that they looked in the mirror and their teeth were falling out. And I think my jaw was like on the ground, like, what? How could two people have the most bizarre dream? And then did a little bit of research on that. And I think what I recall, what I found is, and of course with these dream interpretations, there could maybe be some variations into these, but it seemed like it really focused on an uncertain future, self-doubt, lack of self-confidence. All three, I checked the box on all of those because that whole path on that dental school wasn't going well and didn't go well. I'm not a dentist. I'll share some stories on that in the future. But it was all about this self-doubt is what I took from that. So the one that surprised me that any other human, well, I guess it shouldn't. The other people are humans, right, with brains, so I imagine it's not that outrageous, but never hearing that and then hearing somebody vividly describe the same experience I was having. I wish I would have really connected, or maybe I did and it's just been too long to know what their story was, to see if they were going through some self-doubt or uncertainty or transition in their life. Luckily, I haven't had that since. That was way back in college time. But the reason I share it was, one, it was so bizarre. Two, you may be going through it. We're in a time where there is, of course, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of layoffs, a lot of transitions and things. Maybe you're looking to make a change, to do your own one-person business or affiliate or TikTok shop or e-commerce, whatever it may be, YouTube. Who knows what it is, but maybe you're in that phase. So if you are having that dream, it's maybe heightening some awareness on putting some attention to that, for one. Two, I think the other part of it too is it's good to know that there's some possible logic or reasoning to why you're actually having such a dream like that. But I guess it's something that we shouldn't ignore when we have something that's reoccurring like that in our lives, and then look at what's reoccurring in our outward existence in our lives to pay attention to. There's and I'll link to some other videos here too, but I think one of the biggest things in the theme with a lot of this content that I'm sharing is that whole getting started, taking action, moving in a new direction, committing to something. I think a lot of what I hear too is commit to something for 100 days or do 100 video uploads before you recalibrate and do something else. Basically put in the reps on things. So if you are going through that, and I hope that you're not, because it's a terrifying experience of that happening. I could picture it like in a horror movie or something, this gloomy scene of that. But hopefully you're not going through any of that uncertainty, and not to the magnitude of where the self-doubt leads to these kind of crazy dreams, but just always realize sometimes we can't think our way out of these things. A lot of it is taking that action. Tony Robbins all the time is that action creates that emotion, right? Versus us waiting to feel a certain way to take action. It actually works in the inverse of that. But keep that in mind. Stay positive, stay focused, and definitely take that first step, get started, and we'll talk again soon. Hope you enjoyed that story. Hopefully it wasn't too ridiculous. All right. Wish you the best. Thanks.